I am Ross. Joining me is Ian, my co-host, and together, where I am the least English of us all, drinking ESBs, we are attempting to drink Nova Scotia Dry. They both say English style pub ale or English pub ale or English pale ale, so they're not exactly ESBs, but I think they're probably comparable. We have from Stillwell Brewing Company, but it does say best bitter on it. So it's a bitter, but then it says beneath that English style pale ale. That is a 4.5%. Brewed with English malt and hops in the almost, in brackets, traditional method. Best bitter is our take on England's great pub ale, highly sessionable and naturally conditioned. There's kind of a bready smell coming from the can.
A little yeasty?
Maybe a tad, but I can't quite tell. There's also a little bit of a sweetened hop in there. Yeah, that bready hop. That it's sort of a little bit of a hop, a little bit of a schneef. It's not unwelcome.
It's really easy. Drink.
That's delightful. That's very nice. This is the kind of beer that if you went out to the pub and they kept saying, "Oh, another," yeah, you could come home and get asked, "How many did you have tonight?" And you say,
I think it does have a bit of a floral palate to it.
Really?
Honey from it. Interesting.
It's not my favorite beer I've ever had, but delivering on the advertising, what they're saying they're going to give you, I think they've nailed it. This just said Stillwell Brewery's ESB on the can. I think I would be saying, I want more flavor, I want a darker, a more complicated kind of mixture in there. I want a few different things, and it's maybe a little too sweet, maybe not bitter enough. I want to immediately give that a 9 out of 10 for being what it said. That for what it's giving you, it's saying this is going to be a best bitter English style pale ale. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it is.
You gave that 9 out of 10. That's crazy numbers.
Well, I dropped it down to an 8.8. Annapolis Brewing Company, the busiest can of the two, Fenwick's ale. Couldn't tell you if this was Mr. Fenwick, Colonel Fenwick on the can itself. Fenwick's is our lightest ale. Nothing complex here. Smooth, not hoppy, and easy to drink.
Was that a little more strawy?
Yes.
Straw coloured?
This is very blonde. This is very light and cooler.
It's bready again.
It's bready. It's a little bit bready. The head is gone nearly immediately. I'm a little bit sad about that.
Oh my goodness, it's totally different. It's almost going into sour territory. That's really strange. This doesn't taste like beer to me. It tastes like a sour fruit smoothie. That's not to say that I don't like it.
The front end says, I'm going to taste bad. Just a second. And then you're like, oh, you're waiting for it. Oh, here comes the bad tasting. And then nothing, it just smooths out on the back end.
This is like an orange, fruity, summery beer.
It is definitely twisting into something citrusy.
The Fenwick's ale was crazy. It's like a fruity, soury thing going on. It was all right.
I liked it, but it was unexpected. Yeah, it was. I think I decided in my head I was gonna say what I was gonna say, like a 7.8, 7.7.
But it's not terrible. It's kind of summery, and I'd give that 6.5. I quite like it. It's weirdly.
No, that's a good
best bitter by Stillwell.
Lovely, well done.
Ross, what's that British style beer night? I don't know how many people live in Windsor, to be honest, but it's
no more than 6. Again, we're just turning into grumpy old men complaining about the English language.